Hi there, Virgo, and welcome back to Star-Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of September the 12th through to the 18th. By the way, happy birthday to any of you celebrating a birthday this week. I hope you have a wonderful one. So let's get to your cards. They're all shuffled and laid out. We have the Five of Wands in the upright position, followed then by the Two of Swords reversed. Next we have Major Arcana, the Magician in the upright, followed then by the Three of Swords reversed, and lastly Major Arcana, the World in the upright position. So for your overall energy, you have the Five of Wands in the upright position. Virgo, stay away from, at all costs, stay away from any type of drama this week. Well, Mercury is retrograde, so sometimes drama can ensue due to misunderstandings and things like that. Could be what's going on. For others of you that don't have drama around you or affecting you this week, this could simply represent a stiff competition. Now, we can get into competition over many things that would make sense for those of you who actually compete for a living, such as athletes and so forth. For others of you, this could be competing for a primo job or a promotion. It could be competing for romantically competing for someone. It can represent competing for, like, again, these are general reads, so just take what resonates for you. But there could be a level of competition here going on this week. For some of you, you could be embroiled in that, and others of you, like I said, could be drama. I'm not a fan of Five of Wands drama because it's usually that kind of he said, she said nonsense that doesn't lead anywhere. I call it full moon madness, that week before full moon, when people tend to get all up in arms over nothing, and then once full moon passes, nobody cares about it anymore. So I always say, why waste your time and your energy on that? Right at the beginning of the week, you have the Two of Swords in reverse. You're making a firm decision about something because you feel you have the information that you need in order to proceed. You're no longer in a stalemate about something, whether it be romantically, whether it be physically, whether it be about finances or work or career, home, whatever's going on here. I think you feel now, Virgo, like you know what it is you need to do. So basically, Virgo does what they feel they need to do. So the Two of Swords in reverse, right at the beginning of the week, you could be making a decision. Now, for some of you, it could be a bigger decision. For others of you, it could be a small decision. But it's a decision nonetheless. And it's based on the best information you could possibly have. Next card up is the Magician in the upright position. I do like this energy upright. This is where we're in manifestation mode, in full confidence. Look at all the beautiful yellow solar plexus activation, where we are fully manifesting something, or at least attempting to bring it forward. We create our reality, so whatever it is we focus on, man becomes what he focuses on all day long, right? So if you're actually in purpose, on purpose, you're manifesting something, it requires you to have full confidence and also full attention to detail, and you need to be very, very focused on what it is that you want to manifest. Otherwise, you could get a very weird version of, if you're not really confident or not really clear about what it is you're trying to manifest, you could get a very strange version of it. So that's why when we're in full swing manifestation mode, we need that concentration. It's good for you, Virgo, because you guys know how to do that very well. You can go into full concentration and give it all you got, Virgo, this week, because you're pure magic. Moving on towards the weekend, we have the Three of Swords here in the reverse position, indicating that there could be a situation where you were maybe in the Three of Swords in the upright. It could have been somebody hurt your feelings, there could have been a major loss. Something could have happened here in the Three of Swords in the upright position. Anything from a third-party situation to like I said, hurt feelings or a loss. Could be a loss of something, anything from a loss of a pet to a loss of a loved one to that you were mourning, that you felt really, really sad about, a breakup, that kind of thing. But when it's reversed, this is where we're finally beginning to heal from that loss, from that sorrow, from that broken heart, basically. And it can point back to the Two of Swords and the upright, which is a card that needing to make a decision about this specific thing. Whatever you're making a decision about in the beginning of the week, I don't think it has anything to do with this. This comes later on in the week, and when it points back to the Two of Swords, it's just like, say for example, somebody hurt your feelings. It could have been a friend, it could have been a co-worker, neighbor, anybody, family member. But when it was in the upright, you felt really, if it was a breakup too, you could have felt like that. But when it's the healing begins, it could begin because of somebody extending apology or things like that. But then it leaves us with that dilemma, like, do I continue to trust this person, or do I move forward with this person? Because what if they try and put me in the Three of Swords again? Just saying, for some of you, it can be hard to trust. That's why we're in decision mode after something like that. It's even if somebody had, like you split up with somebody, say for example, you were in the Three of Swords. You're finally getting over it. But the Two of Swords doesn't necessarily mean that person's coming back. But it could mean, do I even put my heart out again on the line for someone? Because look what happened the last time. So there could be a decision to be made, but it's about whatever you're healing from. Whether it's, friendship, whatever happened here. Please do leave a comment in the comment section below, though, Virgo, and let us know if this is resonating for you. And do tell us how so. So it looks like an interesting play of events here, especially with this last card. Now you have the heavy hitter here, the World, in the upright position. The World represents a completion of something. So something major is going down here. It could be something you are manifesting here, or something big is changing in a major relationship in a major way. There could be, you could see a closing out of something where it's like, I will never be dealing with that situation again. For some of you, maybe that's what the big decision is at the beginning of the week. For others of you, this can represent, maybe it's something completely separate. It could be that some of you have decided to perhaps take a retirement and you're no longer going to be doing what it is you do for a living. For others of you, perhaps you're changing out your career altogether. You have decided to make a big change where you don't want to do this line of work anymore. I want to invest in something else. I want to look at something else. Others of you could just completed a major course, and perhaps you're taking and upgrading, and you're going to be doing something or shifting something into a completely different career. For others of you, this could represent the final divorce papers coming through after a long-standing marriage has already, fallen apart. So this is the final ending, the final signing of the papers, and now we're completing a cycle. For others of you, it could be about a home. Perhaps you had a house for many years, you raised your family there, but it's time to now sell said home, perhaps downsize. It could be something like that. Or you could be looking at closing on a cycle of where you live in the world. Maybe it's time for me to finally move abroad, or maybe it's time for me to make this big move to another, the other side of the country or something like that, or to another country. It's about closing out a cycle that has been long-standing in your life, and you're making a decision, and you're just saying, that's it. This is what I'm doing. And perhaps what you're manifesting in the beginning of the week, Virgo, is what will take that place, because when one door closes, another one has to open. So perhaps now you're looking at opening, like, what am I going to do beyond this? Because when the World comes up, it's not something that just comes out of the blue. It's already something that's been in the works for a while. So now, say for example, if I've firmly decided I'm going to retire, well, you could be manifesting what you're going to do after. I'm going to open my own business after. I'm going to move here. You see, it's about that. So very, very interesting week for my Virgos. That's what I have for you. I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye for now.